Regardless of the results of polling day on Saturday, presidential candidate Mr. Tan Jee Say said he has already won 3/4 of the race.
I have already won. First, the PEC's endorsement. Secondly, clarifying what the role of the president is. And thirdly, engaging the government, the society with new ideas. I have already won in these three respects. So if I win again in the final count, it will just be a crowning glory.
Mr. Tan spoke to reporters at his house in Frankel Avenue, where he held a mini thank you gathering for friends and supporters to mark the end of his 9-day campaign. Rounding up the campaign, he said that he is confident of winning, despite acknowledging that Singaporeans may prefer a less confrontational president.
I used to a more docile, a more polite way of discussing things, but they confuse challenging with confrontation. Those of us who are used to contests of ideas should get used to the idea of being challenged. Nobody is going to accept whatever you say unquestioned. Those days are past. Those days are past for Singapore. We have moved on to another stage of development.
When asked about his high and low points during his campaign, Mr. Tan said it was all positive and nothing negative.
Well, I don't think I have any lows because I started and then it just went on higher and higher. So
Good. What was the highest?
The highest it happens every day that I went out, because people walk up to me and tell me their stories and how they are so thankful to me for coming forth, to step forth, to speak for them, to give them certain hope in life. And I feel proud and quite emotional about it sometimes when they actually cry and all that. So I felt emotional about it. So those were my high point, that every day that I went out, I had to be ready for that.
As for how to prepare himself psychologically for the result on Saturday, Mr. Tan turned to his good friend, psychiatrist Dr. Ang Yong Guan, for advice.
Have I cycling myself? How do you cycle myself? I don't know. You have
Are you
to teach.
psychologically prepared?
I must talk to Dr. Ang. Where is he? Hey, how to cycle me? Tomorrow.
Up next, Tan Jee Say's wife and children talk about how his campaign has changed their lives.